One, we are going.
Hello, everybody. Right before Sawyer hit the start button to record this, he was sniffing his microphone like a fucking weirdo. I hope all of you are having a great day today. Today we're going to talk about Halloween, spooky season, Pokémon, little nostalgia, going back to our youth. Yes, we're all nerds. If you haven't figured that out by the little bobbleheads in the front with a little Pikachu and Austin. All right, guys. Sawyer, go ahead. Let's get into your story here.
Oh, mine. It's not it's an angry story, I guess you could say, because it really bothered me. But I was stopping to get beers for us on the way here, and so I'm in the car. I had gotten the beer. I'm in the car. I'm backing out, and I'm going to get to where you can turn to eventually go leave the store. And this car is just creeping on these two little high school these high school girls. This car let them go in front. I wasn't really thinking nothing of it until the car started moving forward. But these two little high school girls go up forward. This car starts creeping forward. And I'm going to piss off some PC people, I guess, because I'm going to body shame the fuck out of this person because he was a creeper. He was so creepy and nasty looking. But this big fat man with a cigarette hanging from his lip, had to be middle 40s. Just he checks all the boxes for white trash. I'm getting a little aggressive about it because it really bothered me. But the reason it bothered me is when they crossed in front of him, I didn't really pay attention to who was there. What caught my eye is that when they passed, they stopped right in front. I'm guessing they're waiting for their parents or something. 16 tops is what they were. And this guy creeps, and he's creeping, and I just see his head. So it would actually be this way, but I'm going to do it so I can look at y'all. He turns his head like this and is just creeping. Looking at him, going slow. And I'm sitting there watching. I was like, this nasty man is just creeping on these little kids.
This is why people hate guys, hate men.
Yeah. But anyways, he pulls forward, and at this point, I see him turn his body, still moving, by the way, so being a dumbass driver, first off, could hit somebody walking in front of him, turns his entire body to look at them. That's when he had his window down, I had my window down, I laid on the horn, I said, creep, keep moving. And he does his little, arm thing, and then he took off. But I was like, this nasty motherfucker. It bothered me.
Oh,
I was talking to myself in the car right here. Like, that it rubbed me the wrong way. This nasty man just straight up gawking these two high school kids.
Yeah, that would bother me, too. I'd get real hostile. That type of shit just makes me angry. I agree.
Yeah, I was...
Definitely not cool.
My blood was boiling. And then it didn't help. I'm going to make some other people mad. Mostly one of my friends, because I know he bikes. But I got stuck on a 2-lane road behind this biker with 5 cars. And I was already upset from the fucking creep guy. And I was sitting here, I was like, I told them 5 minutes. Now it's taking me 10 extra minutes just to get through here because nobody wants to pass this biker. I'm like, fuck!
Can I just talk about how angry I get when I'm driving on the Blue Ridge Parkway? It's a curvy, windy road, imminent death over here if you go over the edge. And these motherfuckers want to take their little bicycles out there and go 5 miles per hour up a damn hill.
Yeah.
And hold up 10 cars. It makes me so mad.
It does
It
makes
with...
me
It
so
drives me
mad.
nuts. It makes me want to drive by and as I'm passing them, just open my
10
door
points.
real quick and bow, knock them right
10
off.
points.
The bike.
Obviously joking, by the way.
No.
Not
I'm not.
really.
No.
But obviously...
I'm really not.
Maybe not them. Okay.
If you bike, good for you.
If you bike, watch out for
Watch
me.
out for.
That's all I'm
We
gonna
drive
tell you.
Jeeps. He drives a Chevy Cruze. Just be careful.
For now.
Look, granted,
That's
I
not
get...
my
That's
cyclist mobile.
But
I have a
I
different
get it. They're
vehicle
trying to
for
be healthy. They're trying to see a great view. I get it. But damn, pick a road with a bike lane. Like, Jesus.
Or just pick any of the thousands of miles of bike trails in the area. I don't
Very
know.
true.
Here's
That
an
is also
idea,
very
Or
true.
pick something else to do for exercise.
That is also true.
Does it involve riding around 3,000 to 5,000 ton or 5,000 pound vehicles that have to go by you and go faster than you in a split second?
True.
And
Especially on the
everyone's
windy
literally,
roads around
encased in a shell of airbags. Granted, there's some metal and glass.
Mm-hmm.
Guess what you're encased in on a cycle if something hits you?
Your little
Whatever
skin-tight
you're
suit.
rolling across the ground. That's what's encasing you. Some asphalt, probably some gravel.
Bro, I've had some road rash. That shit hurts. I've had some road rash on my face. That story is golden in and of itself. Do you know the chicken suit that you can do with your sweatshirt? Have you ever seen that? Where you stick your legs through the armholes and your arms are like right here.
Yeah.
And then you put the hood up and you look like a chicken. I did that and someone kicked my leg out from under me. You don't have anything to brace yourself, but I was like running in that. They kicked one leg out and I just fucking face plant just... I was swollen.
I thought,
dude, it was rough.
thought you were going to tell me you were riding the bike like that.
Fuck no. I did have me a mongoose, though, and that thing rode, okay, baby? That thing was...
I got
get
road
after
rash
it.
from racing bicycles with a neighbor, and he thought it would be funny. I don't know
You
how
were racing
he thought...
what?
Like bikes.
Oh, I could have swore you said basicles.
I said bicycles, but bikes. We were racing them just down a straight street in Florida. So, I mean, couldn't be flatter. Couldn't be more straight. There's not exactly any creativity to roads down there. But, anyway, so we're just racing. And I can't remember if he was, but I'm almost like 80% sure he was barefoot. And I don't know why he did this, but we were racing and he decides to stick his bare foot. I'm pretty sure it was barefoot. I could be wrong and he had shoes on. Either way, not a good idea. Into the spokes of my bike.
What
So
a dumbass.
I go how anyone would expect when something gets shoved into the front wheel of your bike to go. Immediately stopped, flew over. I scraped kind of, not really my face that much, but I definitely grazed like my cheek. I caught the brunt of it on my shoulder. Like I still have a big circle scar to this day from it, where I just kind of hit and literally just drug across my shoulder, arm, and like my hip. And like that's what I did. And he had a pretty decent cut. I remember, that's the only reason I remember him being barefoot, because I remember him having a really decent cut on his foot for some reason. So, and I know it was either a foot or his hand or something, but he didn't have a stick, so.
Yeah.
And he got cut up pretty bad, too, because he wiped out just as bad as me, essentially.
Oh,
And just think,
dude.
that's from one biker kicking another biker. How about a car going 50 miles per hour?
To be fair, we are not the brightest individuals to be
Unwise.
Blaming
To
on
be
a bike.
fair, what 9-year-old is a bright individual?
I don't
Spoiler
know.
alert, 0.
I don't know.
No, there's some of those kids that are just like in graduating high school at age 9 because their brain is just
Yes,
so
but I can
developed.
find
You know
a
what?
category where they're stupid.
Just to be spiteful.
Yeah, something that matters, though. Like how adult shit actually works.
Tell me how a male and a female have sex.
Okay, here
I'm
it
sure-
goes, eh? You got one guy, he's got a cannoli. You got the other girl, she's got a calzone.
I'm really impressed with how fluid that went. Have you thought about this before?
Not till just now. But, long story short, the two that normally don't mix, just mix. Cannoli and the calzone.
What comes out?
Little Stromboli. A little old Stromboli.
Oh, man. I feel like I haven't seen you in a while, Austin. I haven't.
I feel like that too. I don't know why.
I don't
I
either.
literally saw him like what?
I've
last Thursday. I guess. Actually, yeah,
Still in
it's
some
been like
background.
4 days.
Yeah, it's been a while. Background, I've been browsing the streets at night,
Mm.
fighting crime.
Uh-huh.
Mostly guys I'm assuming are meth heads.
Solid.
I have no
I
proof.
mean, you got a good chance here in this county.
I mean, it's like a 1 in 2, so one, I'm just committing assault. Another, I'm helping a guy's life. So,
Beating everybody.
which here in Asheville, a lot of people could really use a good ass whooping anyways. So,
you sound like you really know what you're doing. I'm proud of you.
yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, I've got a couple police batons, a taser,
What's the
a
go-to?
butterfly knife. a boot knife.
What's the go-to?
I really, really, really like just kind of, bam, head on the curb. Good old
Not what I
school.
It was such a build-up.
I know. That's not what
I
I
really,
expected.
really like
Just bam.
just a head on the
It's
curb.
either that or the old trip. You get them, you chase them one way, you cut them off the other way, boom, trip them into oncoming traffic, of course. But
God, I feel like you think of these things. Like when you're walking down the street, I feel like you'd be like, yeah, I could fuck that guy up. All I gotta do is just sweep the leg, Randy, and into traffic he goes.
I don't think I can technically admit that without being admitted somewhere. So, no, I don't.
True.
No.
But
As
I
long
know.
as you, I'm pretty sure as long as you don't act on it, you know, you're fine.
Yeah. How does Rebecca feel about this?
I mean, she helps out sometimes.
Oh.
Oh my God.
Okay. She lures him in, and you just do.
Yeah, it's kind of like a Sweeney Todd situation.
Oh, hey. Great. That's like one of my favorites. Didn't used to be. I'm not a Broadway guy or a musical guy by any means, but
Yeah.
love me some Sweeney Todd.
Yeah, never seen it.
That's a great segue into some Halloween movie shit.
True.
I do want to know y'all's favorite Halloween movies.
Ooh. Okay.
I know we topped on some movies last one.
Yeah, and y'all made fun of me.
No, it wasn't the last one. It was the one before that. But anyways, I didn't make fun of you. I
Yes, you
started
did.
to.
No, yeah.
I started to, and then I was like, wait a minute. I'm going to have
There's-
one that could be the
I
same
can't
way.
remember, but I'm
minutes-
just going to bet that I made fun
There's
of
2
him.
minutes straight of Austin making fun of me
Probably.
without you
I-
in the room.
you
and
know
you
what?
came in and added to it.
Ah, that's true.
It's a
'cause
solid 3 minutes straight of you guys just laughing at me.
That is true. I do remember that watching it back. Okay, anyways. What's yours? Whoever wants to go first.
I have a few.
Are we doing like 3?
Yeah, let's just
Sure.
go. We'll go
Sure.
3 again. I like Halloween.
Classic.
Classic. I really like Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Okay.
I think it's a great movie. And I really like, honestly, any of the Freddy vs. Jason by himself, Freddy by himself. Any of those are just so good.
You go for the top 3 terrors. I feel like those are like the top 3 scary guys in all the horror films, you know?
Yeah, you think about Michael Myers, you got
Freddy,
old
and then
Freddy and Jason.
Does it have
Voorhees.
to be like a Halloween movie or like just a scary movie?
I guess it's Halloween, just a scary movie in general. That's kind of where I was going with it, I guess, because it fits.
Man,
As long as it fits Halloween, you know,
Okay.
I'm with it.
the movie Mirrors.
Oh,
Don't think I've ever seen
yo,
that one.
don't
With
get me
Kiefer
started
Sutherland?
with mirrors. bro.
Mirrors.
So it's literally, I've seen it like 2 times, and I watched it back to back because it's one of those movies where when you understand it, you want to watch it back through
Mm-hmm.
with the new knowledge you kind of
Yeah.
have. But Kiefer Sutherland's like I can't remember what happened. I think he's recently divorced or down in the dumps guy looking for a new job,
Mm-hmm.
like either recovering alcoholic or starting to become an alcoholic. I kind of vaguely remember him drinking or something like that. But anyway, he gets a job at this abandoned or burned down mall that's up for like demo and reconstruction. And basically at night, just walking around making sure nobody breaks in, no squatters, anything like that. So one night he's walking in, and in like the center of the mall, they have this giant column that's just a big mirror,
Mm-hmm.
and there's these handprints just all up and down it, just smudged on it. And he walks up and he like tries to clean it off, and he can't. And like I think he walks away, and you see a couple more handprints like press up against it, so it's from the other side. And like he goes into one of the bathrooms too at one point, and then looks in the mirror in there and everything, just kind of casually walks away, and then like his reflection's still standing there, kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And so like the whole premise is there's this like mirror world where it's like your opposite or evil you or like demonic you, like whatever they do in their mirror world, like once I guess they've seen you, I think happens to you in like real life.
Oh shit, that's some stuff.
That's
I gotta
some-
watch that movie. I feel like I didn't.
So
enjoy
it's-
it.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
scares
there's
the hell out
some
of me.
graphic scenes in that movie too, and it's from like 2006, I think, or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
I liked it. And then not trying. There's a big thing at the end that is like, honestly, compared to any other Halloween or scary monster in a movie, that's probably one of the scariest monsters I've ever seen in a movie that you get to see.
Okay.
That's all I'll say on it, but
Perfect.
I'm definitely gonna go watch that movie now. That sounds very interesting. I think I would be.
that
up
would
my
probably
alley.
be my number 3, and it's not really like a Halloween, but it's a good
Hey,
Hey, it's scary.
it's a good
it goes
thriller
with October.
mindfuck horror movie.
I wouldn't say
I can't even remember right now, honestly, how it ended.
is Freddy
can't
vs.
remember.
Jason Halloween?
Yeah.
Is it?
I mean, yeah.
I
They
feel like it's
typically
just
release
scary.
them. I think
Those
they initially
guys.
came out probably as a horror movie.
Right.
Yeah.
Then saw the opportunity of releasing them. I mean, obviously the Halloween movies are Halloween.
Well, the ones that always play on Halloween, like Halloween night is Halloween, Friday the 13th,
Nightmare on Elm
Nightmare
Street.
on Elm Street, and Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Those are typically the 4 movies that you're gonna watch all of the movies
Yeah.
on Halloween. Like if you cut on any
Unless you
station
go to
that's playing those
AMC
movies.
and you get like Frankenstein, Monster from the Black Lagoon.
you're going with like timeless
King
classics.
Kong was technically like a horror movie monster, ironically.
Don't forget Scooby-Doo and the Boo Brothers.
Dude,
You
Scooby
can
Doo
find that-
movies are
You
great,
can
by
find
the
that
way.
on the Nickelodeon
They're so
Halloween
good.
movie night or Cartoon
Cartoon
Network.
Network.
Yeah, I don't shit
I
on
don't
those.
think-
Those are good.
Hell
I don't think
no.
you'll find that on American Movie Classics.
It's a classic, though. I mean, come on. If it was on a VHS tape, it's a classic.
Is that the one? That's not the theme park one, right?
No, dude.
No, that
Oh
one
my-
is a-
The live
cyberspace.
action, or no, the live action one.
Mhm, that one is
Oh.
a stone cold classic.
I'm not even talking about the live action.
Oh, I'm talking about. I thought you
Love
were talking
it.
about the live action one.
No, dude, the Boo Brothers, the animated one. They're in this house, and then things keep happening, and then it's actually just these 3 ghost brothers. They wear different hats. One's fat, one's really tall and skinny.
Oh, I have seen that.
Then you got the Charlie Brown
Huh.
Halloween.
Huh? Seems.
I'm not a big Charlie Brown fan.
That's what I hear when you talk.
Like my mom likes Charlie Brown Christmas, the Christmas special or whatever.
I like how you.
Wah,
just
wah,
kept
wah,
going.
wah, wah. Yeah, you just gotta ignore them, you know.
Exactly.
You just gotta let it flow. All right, so you gave
Oh,
us mirrors
shucks,
and
Charlie Brown.
Oh,
mirrors and
shucks.
what? What did you say your second one yet?
I only
Oh,
gave
okay,
that
okay,
one
okay,
because
okay.
that
Cool, cool, cool,
literally popped into mind
Cool, cool, cool,
for
cool,
horror.
cool,
That
cool,
always
cool,
pops
cool,
in my
cool,
mind
cool,
for a
cool,
horror
cool.
movie.
Yeah. All right, number 2.
Cool.
Are
Cool,
we
cool,
going by like something that we like to watch or something that genuinely like fucked us up or
Both.
scared us?
I'm gonna say like mine are gonna be fucked me up.
Okay, number 2
'cause-
then is The First Ring. Only because I watched it when it
Same.
first came out and I was like 10 or 9 at that time. I was way too young to watch a girl come out of a TV and mutilate people's fucking faces.
You're sitting here on Channel
Bro,
3 playing
I'm
your
not even
Nintendo.
joking. I'm not even joking, guys. I went through the links like in the movie where like every night before I went to bed, I would make sure my TV power button was off and I'd unplug the TV from my wall and my VCR and like my GameCube just so nothing could turn on my TV.
Dude,
I would
you're,
lose sleep.
you're laughing, but I did the exact same shit to that movie.
Dude, I mean, probably a legit 3 or 4 months that fucked my life up where I couldn't. If I saw a movie, like if I saw a TV in the house hit static for a split second,
I'm out.
dude,
I'm
I
out.
was gone. I was
Put the
so
stopwatch
gone.
on me for the 40.
And the
'cause-
scary thing is
Wow.
like in that the premise of that movie, there's a tape you watch, and then once you watch the full
What,
tape,
7 days?
7 days later you get a
Yeah.
phone call, and then that girl will crawl out of your TV at some point. But bro, the movie makes you watch the whole tape.
Right.
The movie literally makes you watch the whole tape. So
so
like,
it freaks you the fuck.
so for 7 days, as like a 10-year-old or a
Dude, that-
9-year-old, you're like, oh no.
That video is so disturbing too.
She's coming.
And
She's
So
coming to
disturbing.
get me.
shout out to my parents. I did this against their better judgment, obviously, in the long run, because definitely could have lived my life without having that experience.
All right, what's number 1 then?
Number 1, like, horror movie of all time?
Just whatever,
Halloween.
whatever fits Halloween
Halloween,
category.
horror, whatever the hell you want.
I know it's going to be cliche, but I can go in more
Mine were
depth.
the most cliche.
But mine would probably have to be like Nightmare on Elm Street.
Yeah.
Only
that's
because
good.
I love the whole concept of how Freddy Krueger operates.
Did you like
in your dreams?
In your dreams.
And like whether or not you decide to go to sleep, he'll make it so you're so tired and so worn out that you have to.
Yeah.
Like he knows at some point, like, and he'll bleed into the real world just enough to like.
Because you start hallucinating.
Yeah.
And essentially, yeah, dude, that
And
shit.
it's essentially him you're hallucinating about, and he knows that, and he's so. I mean, obviously, he has a very sick backstory and
Yeah. Did you watch the
disgusting
one?
kind of person, but.
Did you watch the one with his backstory?
Yeah, the newer one.
Yeah, I liked it.
I mean, I liked that part where they kind of go in depth. I don't know if the rest of it was necessarily
I agree.
up to snuff with what we've always been given.
I just like that they gave like a in-depth
Yeah, that was
backstory to
good.
him. That's
Yeah.
what I liked. So,
Other
yeah.
than like, that in the original one, spoiler, it's like, he molested and or raped like some girls or boys from a school orphanage, I think, or something like that. And then
or he was accused of it. I don't know if he actually
accused.
did
I don't
it.
think they convicted him.
I
but
can't
they did
remember that
accuse.
movie, but I don't think. I think they found out like
and
he
they
was just
burned
accused.
down the building
Yeah.
that he's working in, because he worked
Yeah.
in like the boiler room and stuff.
And then they hit it, and I think that's how he became Freddy. I might be wrong on that. I feel like that's how that went, or it seems right. But yeah, no, that's a good choice. I like Freddy Krueger as a scary villain. I guess is he a villain? I'm guessing he's a villain.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah. He's not good.
he haunts your dreams to kill and consume your like soul.
Okay,
or
maybe I should be
thoughts.
more clear. I was meaning like monster or villain, or maybe they go hand in hand. Who knows?
I mean, he's a monster of like, I guess, just a different realm.
Yeah.
I feel like all three of Austin's movies were like different dimensions or different realms, and that doesn't surprise me at all. You
Pretty
got
much,
the mirror
yeah.
dimension, you got the dream dimension,
Yeah.
and you got the TV.
Yeah, whatever dimension you want to call that.
Bro,
just-
so I think you
Yeah,
got some
man.
underlying issues,
Bro, because
there.
you can't stop something that comes from somewhere else. You can't
Right.
explain, man.
You want me to like
You know
get
how
that
many
TV out of
crazy
here?
dreams I've had? And you mean to tell me someone can take over? There he is.
what timing was that? Oh, scary fucking
That was,
movie.
Jeez,
that
he's
was
here.
not the dog. That was Freddy.
I did take Benadryl earlier today, so
Oh,
I could
wow.
be like asleep right now
Or
and just.
hallucinations.
We're a part of his dream. This isn't real.
We're not recording.
Mm-mm.
Wake up.
Beep, 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 beep. That's all, folks.
Anyways, all right, my turn.
All right, your turn.
Yeah.
So one that I actually enjoyed watching, like the series, was the Insidious movies. I
Oh,
thoroughly enjoyed
yeah.
those.
They're fucked up.
The other two are ones I absolutely hated because they fucked me up. The second one is The Ring, like yours. Too young to watch it. Freaked the fuck out. Couldn't go to sleep. Stayed up all the time. Pretty sure cuddling with mom and dad, in the bed because I was a little too young and I was freaking out. I was the same way with the static, though. Anytime I heard that static come on,
bro.
my heart just fucking was...
Literally
oh
sunk.
my God.
Literally dropped into my stomach.
But there's only been... So my number one... Literally have only watched one movie of this. And I've only watched it one time. But it fucked me up so bad because I watched it when I was so young. And I tried to play cool and watch it with my older brother, my older sister at the time, at my grandparents' house. It's Chucky.
Oh, yeah.
And it messed me up, man. I can't stand dolls. I can't stand looking at a Chucky doll. There used to be a time where you would drive
Doll
down through
possessed by
here.
a serial
This
killer.
is awkward.
I mean, these don't fuck with me.
Oh,
These
they're
don't
looking
these
at
don't
you,
fuck
though.
with me. It is creepy when you make them like stare at me. That's weird.
Pikachu's looking at you.
In the reflection. Oh my God, there's off camera. No, but Jesus.
I got him all fucked up.
How many eyes
I'll
are
turn
on
them
you
away.
now?
No, I remember like when that movie was becoming popular, people would buy like the Chucky dolls from Spencer's or Hot Topic or wherever it would be
Spencer's.
Most
and
probably.
I could not walk through the mall on the same side that Spencer's was at. I couldn't do it, man. I was so freaked out by this doll.
Bro,
And I would see people would buy them and put them in the back of their cars. And we'd be driving somewhere and I'd be like, can't stand this.
Bro.
Fuck that doll. Dude, it messed me up. And
You
the
say
thing is
Chucky-
my dad is probably going to be laughing hysterical at this because he gives me so much crap for the fact how hard it messed me up. And like that's literally watched it one time, that one movie, couldn't even name you which one it was, but it was literally one time, that one movie, and it has fucked me up ever since. Don't care to watch them. They're scary. I hate them.
Well, I have a surprise for you on that TV.
Shut up.
We've got the unedited version of Chucky.
And I think the voice of the character really creeped me out too, because I still remember it. Like I remember the voice.
I mean, classic Halloween characters. Pennywise, It.
Oh,
I hate clowns
I think
too.
it is just funny though. I don't find those scary.
I agree. Okay, the remake, the first movie remake.
The older ones scare me more than the
Agreed.
newer ones.
I thought they were just dumb, but yes, I agree. They are better than the newer ones as far as scary wise. The first movie of the remake I thought was actually legitimately scary in my opinion because I don't like clowns. The second one, I'm with you. I laughed
Mhm.
Yeah.
at the second one. But the one where they're kids and he's eating the fucking arm at the house and he just waves with the arm, I was like,
Says
that
something
would
I don't
creep
know.
me out so bad if I saw that as a kid.
Oh my! I mean, you would never be the same ever
No.
again for the rest of your life.
No.
Like none of them were.
God.
All right, while we're on the subject of creepy and scary, let's talk about some haunted house experiences.
Cool. Yeah, let's do it. I got a great funny story for you if you want me to lead it. It's very embarrassing.
Go for it, and then I'm going to get into this one haunted house that I researched extensively. That's absolutely insane.
Okay.
So go ahead.
I'll just give you a funny story. It's very embarrassing of me. But I did not like scary things when I was younger. I was very terrified of anything scary. Couldn't watch any movies for the longest time. I credit that to Chucky. It really fucked me. I'm telling you, it really fucked me up. Anyways,
Chucky will do
He's
that.
still.
I can't remember where we went. Maybe it was Pigeon Forge. I don't know. So I have a half brother and sister that would come visit pretty much every summer, and we'd come with our grandparents, and they would take us wherever. This one time it happened. I believe it happened to be in Halloween. Had to have been Halloween because they had a haunted house attraction wherever we were. Maybe it was Myrtle Beach. It doesn't matter. Anyways, they had a haunted house, and you had to walk through it. And I was like, again, I'm gonna act like the cool kid. I'm gonna be tough. I'm gonna show my older brother and sister.
Did you go first?
I went with them. So my brother, he he can handle that shit. He was on. He was through. He was good. I went with my sister, and I stayed behind her. Face Austin real quick. No, like your whole body. I'm gonna show you how I walked through this haunted house. I walked like this
Man, he's
through the entire.
He's holding on pretty tight.
I
there.
shoved my face in her back, and the entire time through, I'm crying like a little bitch.
What
I
age?
am freaking out.
What age is this?
I had to have been like 10, 11.
Okay, understand.
Like I was still very young. But anyways, I've got my head dug into her shoulder. As soon as we go in and the lights drop down and they're introducing like what's about to happen, blah blah, and I'm freaking out. I'm like, I can't. So I'm like grabbing her hand and shit, and I'm like, I'm staying with you. And so we're walking, and I put my head in. Bless her, dude. She's such a great person. I had all the characters fucking with me because I wouldn't look at them.
Always.
And
Yeah.
she's standing up and like, obviously he's terrified, guys. You guys need to cut it out. You need to stop. And she's fucking got my back, and I'm sitting here being a little bitch. And so, yeah, that was that was the most vivid Halloween tour. Also, I'll let you go. I have another one when I'm older, where this is my first time where I realized I can do the haunted house stuff. But I haven't, from that time until the next story, I haven't been to a haunted house since then. Like, I haven't done any of those. And it was probably 8 to 9 years.
Jesus.
Yeah. I was out of high school.
Oh,
Or I was
okay.
senior year in high school. But I'll let you
Wow.
go.
You haven't been since then?
I haven't been, so, since the next story, I haven't been since that next story. But I know I could do it again. Because after I got about halfway through, I was like, this ain't shit.
Okay.
You know? But it was still very funny because I got tricked
Making
into
me worried.
going. I'll
Making
let
me
you tell
worried over
yours, and then I can tell another one. I'll let you all speak yours too,
All
but
right.
this one was pretty funny
So
as
I'm
well.
gonna tell. No, that's mine. Can you?
You're right. Mine's over here.
I'm gonna tell.
Pretty sure I drank out of it. COVID.
A Halloween story first. I'm gonna let Austin talk about his experience, and then I want to talk about that scary shit, this other experience I researched before I get into it. So, I'm from Ohio originally. You guys know that, and in Ohio there's the Mansfield Penitentiary Prison.
Oh yeah.
Essentially, this thing is very well known, absolutely massive. And some dum-dum decided to turn it into a haunted attraction. So, this thing has been closed for a while, and there's prisoners that have died in it, in the actual.
Oh yeah.
This thing's like old school. You walk in, and it's just.
It's from like the 30s and 40s and stuff. So like some
Yes.
old school criminals like legit
Oh, yeah.
spent time there and everything.
Fun fact: Shawshank Redemption was filmed there.
Oh, really?
So you can
Wow.
research that. So they turned this into a haunted house. And that was one of the scariest but coolest haunted house experiences I've been through. So you're walking through this thing, and first off, you already have the fright of this giant, just brick wall,
and the
Mansfield
fact that you just
prison.
paid money to be in prison.
Yeah, just barred up, and you get in, and you're walking down these cell blocks, and literally, like, there's jail cells right on both sides of you. Some are open, some are locked closed, and of course, the actors, whatever the hell you want to call them, they're hiding in the jail cells. So they're coming up, like, banging on the cells, freaking out. You
I'd
hear
freak
the
out.
fucking chainsaw start up.
Oh.
It's going against the jail cell. I'm like, we gotta get the fuck out of here. Dude, it took us an hour to walk through this thing. It was like the longest haunted house experience I've ever been in, ever. And at the very end, you had to go down into the basement of the prison, and you can smell the gasoline from the chainsaws.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if you've ever been in pitch black haunted house and you hear a chainsaw start up. That shit kind of scary, right? So you start to take a few steps, you smell the gasoline, and then you hear like 3 chainsaws go.
Oh,
And you're like, I'm not going down there. I'm not. So,
somebody's coming in here.
huh?
Somebody's trying to come in
I
here.
know. We got
Bananas.
people banging on the walls. That's just the dog, lovable dog with their tails. But anyways, that was definitely probably the coolest and scariest. Also, apparently there's a whole section of that prison that's off limits because it's haunted. Like, actually, like, people died there, and you are allowed to, if you're 21 and over, you can do overnight ghost stays there.
I would do it now.
Yeah,
I would
so
probably cry.
so you spend 12
all right.
hours throughout the night there.
I'd be all right. Get
You
me
don't
a
want
comfy.
to?
No, I said I'd be all right. Get me a comfy sleeping bag. As long as I can
Yeah.
be warm, I'll be sleeping.
The thing is, they don't let you sleep. You're up, you're awake the whole time.
Dude,
walking through
so
this thing.
you've done that?
No, I
gone to that
didn't do
place?
that. I was junior in high school when we went to this thing.
But
so.
but you went to the place you're talking about, right?
Mhm.
Mm.
Mine is similar to Sawyer's, where I had more of a traumatic experience. I was very young, and I was with my older teenage brother, and we were in Gatlinburg, Tennessee, so we went to Ripley's Haunted Museum,
Mhm.
which I don't think this was even Halloween. I think it was like wintertime, but we went anyways. And I just remember the whole time being exactly like you said, buried behind my brother. And I vividly remember like the few things that scared me. Like there was this animatronic doctor that like had a head and then it just has a scalpel, and it's literally just going stabbing a head. The one that kind of freaked me out the most, which I can't even remember how they did it, but they had like this doghouse that had like just red eyes you could see, but it made it look like the eyes would like be coming closer to you, and you would hear like the just like as it got closer, louder and louder, and you're like, oh fuck. And
God.
so like through the course of the tour, I had managed to work us to like the back of the group, so I'm like, this is perfect. Like they get scared first, and then of course, at the end of the tour, you get the and like you said, smell it. And I was in the very back. Like I'm literally, my brother's on the last row, and I'm like behind him, and I feel it, like the breeze of it, like sweeping at our feet, like the chainsaw, like going by my ankles, basically. And I was essentially like, I'm crying at this point. I'm literally crying, and I'm like, I want to get out of here. And then even at the end, they get you all in this elevator. You're going back up to like the top floor. I don't even know which direction you're going at this point. That's how like discombobulated they get you. And you're like, and it opens up, and a fucking like body just swings and hits against the cage, like against the elevator. It's like a fake floor.
Oh my God.
And everybody's like, you're like, whew, we did it, y'all. We're in the dark. And then it goes down, and then you would be out of there, and that was it. But that one scared the fuck out of me. But ever since then, every other haunted house thing, I've always like purposely tried to scare the people back.
Always.
Like when we went to Carowinds, they would have the guys that get real into it. And they have like the knee pads on, and they'll like slide out from under things and be like, ah.
I do want to.
So I'd always just be like, bah!
Scarewinds is one thing I want to cross off. I lied, actually. So
It's okay.
it was unintentional because I probably blocked it out for a good reason. There were 3 other instances between my last time going and the traumatic story I told you. But one of them, me and a buddy of mine, actually my best friend, we're going with this girl. Yeah, you know why?
You can't pause. Like
You
that.
know why we're going with the girl. I was trying to figure out a way to describe it, but you know why we're going with this girl. Anyways, me being a little pussy, was like, y'all can go in, because I heard chainsaws.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, y'all can go in. They went and did it. Afterwards, I got made fun of. Don't really care. I was not screaming. Anyways, this was before like the last time I went, where I was like, okay, it's good. So, same guy. I'm hanging out with him and his girlfriend at the time, which is now his wife. We were hanging out. It was Halloween, and I was like, I don't care what we do. I'm not going to a haunted house. Literally was the only thing that was letting me go to see them. So obviously, they keep driving me out. They're like, okay, well, we're just going to go out and just kind of check out the costumes and run around everywhere, and we're going to drink a little bit, whatever. So I go with them, and it's like 30 minutes in now, and we're pulling up to this barn, like haunted barn area with cornfield and this whole maze and everything. 30 minutes, middle of nowhere. And they pull up, and I see it, and I was like, you got to be shitting me. I was like, I literally told you I can't do this. I was like, and then they convinced me to get out of the car, and I was like, if I see a clown, I'm not going in this place, okay? First thing, what do you think we see? Before we even go in, fucking clown. A clown.
I was just like, do you have your tickets?
No. It was a woman, and she definitely saw us, freaked out. So she had the horn and everything, was coming up, fucking with us, or fucking with me. And so his now wife, at the time girlfriend, is sitting here talking to me. She's like, come on, you can just walk with me. It's going to be fine. You're not going to sit in the car. We're not going to leave you. I was like, okay, you're not going to leave me, then let's leave. Let's go together. Let's just get out of here. I'm freaking out, man. And so finally, she's just like, she coerced me. She's like, yeah, come on. You can come in. So I was like, okay, fine. The funny part of this whole story is I'm freaking out the whole, like, first half of it. And so I'm just like, Cody, you're in the back. And I grab her, hand, and I'm like, you're holding on to my hand this entire time. So I'm like, I'm just holding her hand. We're going through, and I was like, we're just gonna charge through this real quick. We're just gonna go as fast as we can, and we're just gonna bust through all these things. Then we got about halfway in. It was pretty scary. I'm not gonna lie, it was pretty scary.
That's what we call a power move.
He's married to her now, but she played me. She got me in there. But anyways, I made about halfway through, and I was like, this ain't nothing. I can do this. But the other times beforehand, I forgot there were 2 other times. Pinhead Graveyard, and then that one time that I refused to go in. But that was it.
All right, so I guess we're going to have to take you to some
I'll go.
stuff,
Dude,
man.
I love scary stuff now. Like, you can ask Caitlin. I'll watch have you ever seen, like, Nuke's Top 10 ghost videos and shit? I watch that because it's kind of creepy, and I like to see, and it shows places all around the world who have experiences. So, it's pretty neat to watch. Shout out to them, by the way. They're on YouTube. It's pretty cool. If you ever get time to just watch some scary stuff or so-called scary stuff.
All right, I'm going to talk about that. I forget what it's called, but literally this guy is so well known for this so vulgar, scary, I guess, experience.
I think I know what you're talking about.
And it's year-round. It's not even around Halloween. But he literally spends millions of dollars to make this, I guess, attraction so freaking scary. You have to sign like a 5-page waiver and do a medical check beforehand.
I know exactly which
literally
one.
They're allowed.
The one that like kidnaps you or
yes,
something like that?
They kidnap you. They can beat you. They can waterlog you. They can choke you.
They have YouTube videos up of it.
Yeah, bro.
The
They come out like, some of them come out bloody. Some of them come out with tears.
No one's finished it.
Nobody has finished.
Nobody's
not
finished
a single. He's had Marines go in there. He's had some of the baddest people in the world. Nobody's finished.
The guy's a sociopath.
Absolutely.
100% a sociopath. Have you never heard of this before?
Yeah.
Or seen the videos?
Look it up.
Dude,
I
it's worth a look into because there's this one like this.
What's the extent of them like beating you?
So the video I'm thinking of, I watched.
Bones? Because
No.
obviously no one's gonna finish.
I don't think
it.
they can do that, but they definitely.
They almost drowned me. Yeah, I'm not gonna finish it. Let's take me to the hospital because I have water in my lungs.
That's what I'm about to tell you. They have this woman who is duct taped behind her back, and her legs are duct taped, and they shove her in like those gigantic like commercial freezers that's full of water like that deep. But they put her in there, and then they shut the freezer, and they leave her there. And then they come back to her, and they start fucking with her, making all these, like, banging on and shit. And then they start fucking with her and, like, putting her head underwater. And then pretty much, like, drowning her.
Yeah.
And then they keep bringing her up. And so this woman in this particular video was saying, like, if I say I'm quitting, don't let me quit. You be the judge on when I quit. So the guy who owns it all is coming in, and he's like, you remember when you told me you didn't want to quit? You're saying you're going to quit right now. We're not going to let you quit. So he talks her into a little bit more, but dude, it was like torture. It's not even a haunted house. It's torture.
No. It's literally torture.
I wouldn't do it.
Is the point to make it through or like get out?
So if you make it through, you get some big prize, but no one's ever made it through.
Nobody's made it through. You get like $100,000.
Yeah,
through.
yeah, it's something crazy.
Do you have to pay a crazy amount to have it?
I don't think so. No. He doesn't even ask for payment. He asks that you bring donations for like a dog charity, like dog food.
Dude, still
that's it. That's your payment, and that's how he gets away with it. I was reading this whole article because a lot of people were like, "How the hell is this man allowed to do this, like legally?" But he's not listed as like a business because he's not for profit. He doesn't take any money from anybody.
See, here's my problem. If I like do that, my intention isn't to like sit there and take it. Like I'm getting out.
Oh yeah.
But you can't. Like you are pretty much bound from when you. Every video I've seen, they've been bound. Mm-hmm. You can't fight
something
back.
in your mouth, eyes covered.
You can
You're
always
like
fight something.
Okay. That one of the stipulations too is you can't cause harm to the people that's in there. But most of the situations, you really can't. Like you're just stuck. And you either endure it or you quit.
The only reason I don't like that because I'd like it if like the prize was like for escaping, not like let me beat the shit out of you for my murder porn for 6 hours.
Yeah, essentially what it is essentially
and then
murder
so I
porn
can watch this and beat off to it later. And,
I bet he does, dude. You
He's
gotta
got
just
to.
listen to him
I'm
talk
gonna
got
look it
to.
up.
because he sound like just
That's
listening
my
to him
thing.
talk.
It's like, fine, if I can't retaliate, then you can't, like...
What's it called? I forget what it's
McCamey Manor.
Dude, it's like you just listen to him talk. He's too excited about it.
He's whacked out.
Too excited.
That's my point. It's like, well, if I'm not allowed to attempt to escape, which is like what any rational thinking human would try to do in that scenario, not just be like, well
they don't.
on to the next torture.
Like that's the extreme part. They don't. Well,
Unless
actually,
you're
I
getting
think they
off
pull.
on it yourself.
I think they can pull your teeth. I think they've done, but I don't think they actually like punch you, kick you, or anything like that. But I'm pretty sure they've pulled teeth before.
It's a 40-page waiver you have to sign. They're in Tennessee and Alabama. It doesn't surprise me.
do they've
That's
grown? Then the
fucking
last time I saw,
why.
they were only in Alabama. Oof.
Okay, it lasts up to 10 hours.
Oh my God! Could you just imagine that being tortured? Shit, people who are prisoners of war. Holy
Guests
hell!
aren't allowed to touch the actors who run the show, but they can touch you.
The place is bananas,
That's the only
dude.
part I don't like. It's like, if I have to sign a 40-page waiver, so should they, that I might be liable to fuck them up.
I'm with you on that. Like, if it's a 10-hour thing and I gotta survive, let me survive.
That's how. Let me survive how I would survive. Not can my body physically take 10 hours of straight torture? Because spoiler alert, probably not. But
Be
if I
surprised.
can like escape and hide from you for at least 5 hours out of that or something, or trick
I think
you,
that would make it more interesting. Like, you need to have someone, like, even if they're padded up,
yeah,
let me
or
allow
make
to
it, like,
assault
maybe
you to
I
get
can't
away.
Leave the facility, but I can like hide.
Yeah.
Or I can like take them out, kind of thing.
Make
or
it to where you
something.
could assault them to get away from them and then go see if you can
what's
hide.
more scary than, like, yeah, if you know you're just going to keep getting tortured over and over, that's kind of scary. Or if, like, all right, I might have to try and take this guy out right now. I might have to try, like, I can't fuck this up. I can't fuck this up. I can't fuck this up. And, like, oop, I stepped on something and he heard me. Oh, shit, he saw me.
Yeah.
Like, then you're like, that's
That's like a
scarier.
real-life horror story.
I'm gonna
Like
Yeah,
a movie.
that's what I'm saying.
I'm going to talk about some of the things that have already happened. So, during the pre-selection process, they figure out what your biggest fears are and then exploit the shit out of them. So if you're scared of drowning, you're probably going to get waterboarded. If you hate clowns, you're going to have some clowns in there. But, like, you can... That says you can literally break bones. Like, the 40-page waiver... You sign away all your rights to sue McCamey Manor no matter what happens to you.
I think
They're
someone's died there.
basically-
I think someone's died doing this.
I don't think
too.
they've died yet.
You sure?
Yeah.
I feel like they got under scrutiny because of that. That's
So-
how they became well known.
Dude, I would lose it. I would fucking pass out or die or something. But so this one, someone was buried alive in a coffin locked with tarantulas. I would 3.6 meters underground. I wouldn't.
But
no.
see, when you sign your rights away like that, they get away with murder with that shit. So they could essentially just let you stay in there until you die.
So someone, okay, you might have to drink your own puke. If you puke, they
That's
end up
gross.
just making you eat your own puke.
That's
There's no safe word.
mean,
fucking gross.
That's not that bad. Someone else's puke, yes, but like, think about it. Have you ever thrown up in your mouth and swallowed it?
That's disgusting.
I've
Yeah.
done it before.
Yeah,
I
but-
loved how you said that right when I took a beer, sipping
Mhm.
my beer too. It was
Mhm.
like, this is a perfect reminder.
Yo, but there's no safe
I could do
word.
the puke thing.
So
I could do
literally, like, there's oh my god. So there's two different versions. There's a mercy version and then a no mercy version. In the no mercy version, neither of them have a safe word. But in the no mercy version, even if you're like so fucked up, ready to get out of there, you can still endure another few couple hours. Just like
Because they
what?
want to.
But okay, this is the craziest thing, and this is why there's so many fucked up people. The wait list to go attend this event and actually go through it is tens of thousands of people long.
Holy shit.
So there's some people that really got.
I feel like a lot of those got to be some ego complexes going on.
Absolutely.
Because You're going to get checked.
There was a video I saw. It was like ex-Marine, like
Well,
badass.
if you
and-
can't do anything back, then yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like, that's my whole thing. Like, there's no one in that scenario. Actually, there's probably real-life people who have been through worse that
Mhm.
we've never heard about or have actually heard about.
But they're going to attempt to fight back, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I mean,
they
unless you're
get
bound
out.
and gagged, like, you still try and make an attempt to fucking fight back. Like, whether you throw your head at somebody or what, but, yeah.
I mean,
Some
there's
crazy stuff, dude.
there's plenty of different things you can do. Like, if you get duct tape over your mouth, you just keep, like, trying to spit and lick it, so then eventually the adhesive doesn't stick anymore. So then you've got that coming off your face at least, and you can rub it against an abrasive surface and get it off your face.
Austin, we
If
would
they
be
duct
good.
tape your hands, you can just
We-
kind of wriggle them back and forth for as long as you need to until it loosens up enough to where you can just go
First
and
off,
rip it because it's duct tape.
me and you sweat enough, we're good with
Yes.
this. We're good
That's
with
it.
this.
True.
If it's in a hot room, yeah.
We're good. We're out.
Granted, now that deep freezer thing, like, if I'm hog-tied, so it's like that, first of all, like, okay, fine. Like, I'll just wriggle my body so I'm laying on my back. And then I'm literally going to sit up and fucking boot kick the top of the deep freezer over and over
They
again.
padlock it.
They padlock it?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm going to boot kick it until either the screws come out from the thing that it's padlocked to on one side. That's my... What,
Maybe you
I'm
should
gonna
sign up
sit
for
in
it.
a deep freezer
What if I signed you up for that?
and paid for it?
I'll
I'd
pay your
do
way.
it.
I'd pay your way.
I'd do it.
You would?
But the
Let's
problem
sign
is
'em up.
they'd be like, hey, we gotta get him out of here. Why? He just fucking donkey kicked one of our guys in the face.
I'd be like, why'd he do that? Oh, because they bound and gagged him in a freezer. Okay. And?
your point is, I can call the cops right now and make this seem very strange on your behalf.
Legally with your waivers and
That's so crazy that he can get away with some of the shit he does. It is wild.
it's because it's not for profit. There is no profit. You're going in there under your own. You're
That
just
I
giving
don't
away-
think that is really the big deal with it. It's the fact that you have to go in and sign your life away to them.
40
That's the
page
thing
waiver.
that's crazy is you essentially sign your life away to this man. That he can do whatever the fuck he wants to do to you. That's bizarre. The fact that that man can do that. But hey, people must love it if there's tens of thousands. People must love it.
Mm-hmm.
People are into that kind of thing, man.
Well, we have hit the 50-minute mark. What do you want to go next?
Let's move into. Sorry. Let's move into.
Nerd sesh?
Yeah, go for
Nerd
it.
sesh?
Go
Cool.
for it.
So,
Austin, you're just as nerdy as us, so
I'm ready.
it fits. It works.
were you, like, I know you just showed us the Pokemon cards earlier. Did you, like, collect a lot when you were younger, or was it
Yeah.
just kind of like a...
With Pokemon, I didn't get the chance to play a lot because I was kind of younger for
Mhm.
the people that were playing it. So
You got-
it
how-
took
how
me. It
old are
was
you?
hard for me to understand.
How old are you? You're
I'm
not
26 now.
27. I was all in it.
I mean,
Maybe I was just that big of a nerd. I fucking love Pokemon, man.
but Yu-Gi-Oh is my shit. Like
Oh,
I
I
could
love
hop
Yu-Gi-Oh.
in Yu-Gi-Oh right now and play it. Like
yeah,
Same.
I
yeah.
have my deck. I think it's in this room actually in a box that I have built that is
Listen,
ready
I
to
have-
fuck somebody up.
I have 4 decks built. If you
Come
ever
at
want
me.
it. If you ever want it.
I wish I would have had those too, because you know the tins, the Blue Eyes White Dragon and the Dark Magician tins.
Mhm.
I can't tell you how many of those I got for gifts, and that I had my grandpa buy
I
me.
used to get one
Had
of
so
those
many
every
of 'em.
time I like went to Walmart
Oh yeah.
with my
Toys R Us,
dad's,
baby.
like work money. I'd
R.I.P.
be like Dark Magician tin,
Yup.
Red Eyes Black Dragon tin, Blue Eyes tin.
Recently, I went to Walmart, and they had like this Millennium Box collection. And in the Millennium Box collection, there was a Joey Wheeler complete deck, a Seto Kaiba complete deck, and a Yugi
Is
Moto
it-
complete deck.
Was it gold?
With all 3 Egyptian god cards. Yeah.
They have it at Target.
Yeah, I got it at Walmart like a couple months
Oh, you
ago.
got it?
Mhm.
Okay, I was about to say they have that at Target if you didn't buy it. I literally saw it like 3 days ago. No,
Yeah.
2 days
I
ago.
might have to go cop that.
Yes. So it's the Target on Airport Road. So
Mhm.
by
Okay.
work, because I was going for Pokemon cards over there,
Yeah.
and I saw that. But anyways, me and Emerson have revamped the Pokemon collection thing, and within, what is it, a week now that we started doing this? We've got over 3,000 cards on our way on the way to us.
The bulk of those are in Sawyer's hands. I'm just gonna say that.
I went and I dropped some money. I'm about to check right now as we speak to see.
Have not
if I
purchased
won.
Pokemon cards. I did search through my
So-
parents' attic for like an hour the other day trying to find
I
my
won.
main collection.
I won the bid
Did you
for
really?
another 1,000 cards. I won the bid.
Jesus Christ.
So now it's official. We have 3,000 cards, well over 3,000 cards, close to 4,000 now.
Yep.
With that additional 1,000.
Yep. So we're crazy.
So, but that being said, I did have a come up yesterday, and I've been like following up on them extensively. This one card that I've got, that I bought yesterday, I got for $60, and I looked today, one that was a PSA grade of 10, which is the best mint condition you can get, sold for $2,500. And I got that bitch for $60. And it out of the 3 that I got, it was the best condition out of the 3.
You gotta send that shit off.
I'm about to.
now.
All 3 of them I'm going to send. The other one that's probably more... See, that was an outlier one because I was looking at the other ones. The next highest was a PSA 9, and it was like $350 that sold. But if someone
Tens
got...
will always go higher.
But if someone got it for $2,500, you best believe I'm going to exploit the fact that sold for $2,500. And I'm going to at least put it up for $1,000 to start.
Right. It wasn't just listed at 25. It sold at
And
25.
so the other one, mint condition, goes... So a PSA 10 by one of the bigger guys who collects quoted approximately about $1,400. And I got it for $120, I think, is what it was. So I got that one. And then the other one, it's not a first edition, so... But it's still a very popular older card. So it's still a 20-year-old card in really good condition that I think I could get at least $200 out of for sure when I send it off and get it graded.
Ooh, that's a
But
beautiful sound.
That's...
So right
Back in the
before
thick of
he
it.
purchased those 3, we went to the same card shop. Not at the same time, but I went first and was showing him. So he, of course, followed. But I picked up... it's kind of crazy to see this, but it was a sealed Pokemon theme deck. It was like the 3rd release of any Pokemon series cards that came out. It was the fossil decks. If you collect, you know what that means. But it's so crazy to see on the back, literally the year 1999. Like that's so cool to me to see that, and it just brings back nostalgia. It's like, damn, because Pokemon was my all-time favorite. It's still my all-time favorite. I played every single game, collected cards, played cards with myself, played cards with friends. Yeah, I collect Pokemon Funkos. I have every Pokemon Funko that's out. So
Yeah.
I'm
he's got a
freaking nerd.
stash up in Ohio, apparently.
I do, yes. So one of my buddies that I used to play cards with back in high school, I totally forgot, but I just remembered again since we started talking about this. I had left, so like, you know those, when you're in school you get like your pencil boxes.
Yeah.
Everybody had those pencils. So I had one of those about this big and full of cards. All old cards that I've had since I was a kid, and then a deck box that fits like, I don't know, 200 cards in it that had like some of my best cards. And I know I have some Charizards, which go for so much money. So he's going to send those to me and see if I can make some money.
Dude, hopefully they're in better condition than you think they are,
I
because
know, right?
those Charizards, man, they'll go for days. People are buying them left and right.
Char.
Dude, like, the guy...
Yes.
Dude.
Good.
That's all I got there.
Dude, man, it's 100% nostalgia, but I've told Caitlin, I was like, I've got a problem. I've spent so much money already on this, but I'm telling you, I can 100% make money off of
Why
it.
do I feel like out of us it's like Ed, and Eddie? But you're like Eddie for sure. Because every time you're like, Funko
What does that
Pops.
make me?
No,
Ed?
you're Double D.
Okay, that's fine. So you're Ed?
Yeah. I just voiced Charmander as a response to your sentence.
God.
And I'm
toast.
and I'm trying to fucking sell Jawbreakers over here and make a profit
That's what I'm
off
saying.
of it.
2 weeks ago, it was buying and flipping Funko Pops. This week, it's
I'm
like,
still doing that.
It's It's Pokemon cards. Next week, he's like, guys, Pogs. Pogs are back. I'm flipping them for major stacks.
Dude,
And the week after that,
Digimon.
look,
Magic. Magic's in, boys.
Magic is still
it's
massive.
crazy how popular it's become, though, man. Like the fact that I got a possibility of a $2,500 card for $60
crazy.
is unbelievable, and how popular it is right now.
Didn't you say, like, when you were buying it, he had originally quoted you, $60, and then he looked it up and realized how much it was, and he's like, if you don't buy that right now...
He looked, because I was like, I saw... Why does this keep calling me? So, when I walked in, I was like, I saw these two, the two ones that are going for the most right now. I saw these two, and I was like, how much do these two cost? How much are you selling them for? And he pulled it up, and he was like, this one's $117, $120, whatever it was. It was over $100. And I was like, okay, that seems pretty fair. I was like, it looks in really good condition, blah, blah, but it's not graded. Okay. And I was like, how much is the other one? He goes, $60. And I was like, I shut up, and I double-checked on my phone. I was like, first edition, boop, 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 boop. And I was like, I'm probably going to walk away with that one if it's any of them. And he goes, oh, yeah, well, let me look up. I'm going to see. Yeah, we've got one of these. The only other one out there is... I'm going to go ahead and tell you, since I told you the price, I'll honor it. But once you walk out that door and you walk back in, it's going to be a different price. Is literally what he told me. Because he was like, whoa. Because if I went ahead and I bought it from it and then resold it online, near mint, it was $330.
Jeez.
No. I'm sorry. $230.
Still, that's over 200%.
And that's just saying this is near mint,
screwed up
not been played.
pricing that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, and he told me, like, afterwards he was talking to me and he was like, look, we're so understaffed right now, there's no way we can keep up with all this. We've got Pokemon cards for days in the back that we still have to grade for our own shop to put out there, whether it's near mint, low play, highly played, moderately played, however they grade it. But this one was a near mint, and I was like, yeah, give me.
Yeah.
And he had, so it's a trainer card of this one certain box. He had the 3 other trainers, but they were beat up pretty bad. If they hadn't been beat up pretty bad, I would have bought all 4 trainers from that guy, plus this other one that I bought. The other 2 that I bought.
I mean, the only other way I'm similar to that is with comic books. I've got
That's
like
true. You actually have graded
500.
comic books, yeah. Not
That's
this
the only
one.
one I have graded officially, but
What is the grading on that one?
It's a 9.
Oh, I wonder how much that goes for.
it kind of spiked up near obviously when the Daredevil show came out, because they like redid that scene essentially, so that comic.
Did you send it off or
I bought
it like that?
graded.
Did you buy it at a store or online?
I bought it online, and it was right before like Daredevil came out, and I bought it for like $30.
Nice.
I feel like that's
And
a
then
good
it's
steal.
at least triple digits now. I know it's at
Really?
least $100.
How long
100%.
How long ago did you buy it?
Whenever that TV show came out.
So it's I mean it's
At
been a
least
few
5
years.
years, I
Yeah,
think.
it's been a few
Well,
years.
I looked at so it's the death of Elektra. So I mean, it's like a significant.
That's
It
the one they
is.
made the movie off of, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
No, he died.
No, Ben Affleck.
He died.
No, they do the scene in the Ben Affleck one where he stabs. They literally do like that scene where he stabs Elektra like through the gut and everything, and she kind of disappears.
Yeah, but doesn't she? She lives because there's Electro movies out there, right?
She came back and did one movie, and it was awful.
Oh, really? See, I didn't watch it. I like
it's
Daredevil
really
because of what's his name that everybody hates. That
Ben
thinks-
Affleck.
No, the bad guy with the
Bullseye.
Oh, Colin Farrell.
Colin Farrell. Everybody hates Colin Farrell, but I
He's
like
a good
him.
actor.
I like him. Yep.
But
I like him in the Total
no,
Recall
my
remake
most
too.
valuable set, which I haven't even checked on it in probably a year or two, is my Marvel like Secret Wars line of 1 through 12. That's first edition near mint. I have all 12 of them, back to back to back to back. Issue 8 is technically the first appearance of Venom in a comic book because that's the first time he sticks to Spider-Man, and Spider-Man's the first appearance of Black Suit Spider-Man. So I have that one, and then also they have some of the most dope cover art of all time for that issue.
Will you hand me that?
I think the last time I looked, it was at least $300 and $350, but I want to say I saw a number of like $750 for the whole run.
Please get those graded, man.
I'm looking it up
get
right
those
now.
graded. I was seeing who graded this.
It's
The
different.
CGC.
It's CGC.
It's the CGC.
It's legit.
Yeah. Like, I was just seeing who it was because, like,
I don't know
Beckett
if it's like
and
expired
PSA
or
are
if
for
you
the
have
cards.
to keep getting it regraded or anything
Dude,
like that.
No, it stays.
But, man, you should send those off. Because, like, if they grade it, they send it back and stuff like this. Like,
Yeah.
you don't have to purchase. Well, essentially, you do purchase
You pay
this.
for the certification
But
that comes with that, yeah.
They send it back in this. But if you have that, dude, you might be sitting on a gold mine. Especially with Endgame that just came through. Like, that shit could be a lot.
I've got so many different ones.
Okay, so I pulled.
I have Teen
I pulled it
Titans.
up.
I have the original Teen Titans 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6.
Wow. Where did you get these?
Like at like flea markets and like swap meets, yard sales, and good old Bumpkin, Rutherford County, like
Wow.
just garage sales and shit, like the old-fashioned way, like doing
Dude.
that. Some of them are. I have technically the first appearance of Punisher in a comic book. In a Spider-Man, Amazing Spider-Man 129.
Really?
Yep. But it's beat up. But I love it because it's like the cover's kind of faded, and literally whoever this person was, like cut out like some of the ads and like used them, like sent in some of the coupons or whatever, the free shit, which is kind of cool to me.
Yeah.
Like that issue would maybe be worth $15. It's such a low condition, but
Still.
it's cool to have. Like, I have the issue with the first time Punisher ever showed up in a comic book.
Now, like these, obviously I'm saying you need to send them off. Are those something you're ever going to sell? Or are those things you just
I
gonna
wouldn't
keep?
mind getting rid of those comic books.
I mean,
I'm just
because
gonna-
if you send them off, it
I've
jumps
read
your
'em.
prices up phenomenal.
I'm just gonna tell you right now,
Amount.
without them being graded, you could sell the set for $350.
Yeah, that's what I
So
thought it was
400.
around. Yeah.
That's but if you go get them graded, you could easily double that, if not
you could
triple
sell
that.
them for 1,000.
I paid like $10 for the set
Yeah.
at like a swap meet.
Like you go get them graded and they come back a 9 or better, you so much money sitting in your lap, so much.
So
Man, it's-
yeah.
Dude, I've got got like ones that are from the 1940s.
Maybe I have to buy comics too now. God, I can't
See,
stop.
there it is. There's this next
Bro,
thing.
I can help you with comics. I know that's my shit too.
I
I
don't know
just
shit about
I can do the cards. I've got a set of like
main
baseball
key
cards
is
I've got to
what-
get checked out too. That I think it actually like the
It
two
depends
binders
on
full
the
I've got.
price on the cover of the comic. If you see 10 cents, buy it. Doesn't matter. That's like from 1940s. Like,
Really?
yeah, when they were 10 cents a comic, like that one's probably $1.95.
$1.
This is $1. UK 40 pounds.
So because that was like 80s, I think. So they had
That's I mean, this looks good.
It does.
So we're clearly in the collection mindset. If you're also a collector,
also have this autographed baseball by a bunch of
Also-
minor league players.
Wait, you
over
do?
here. Yeah, right here.
Let me
I don't
see
know
them.
if any of them ever made it pro.
Oh, the card or the ball.
Paul
if you
Viola is
collect
the only one
anything-
I can read on there.
yeah. If you collect anything, let us
Played
know.
for the Miami
in the
Mets.
comments.
It's just a random ball you got.
It was I was at the game. They signed it.
That's a beat up fucking ball.
It was a game ball.
That's a game ball for a minor league team.
Yeah.
It's a beat up ball. Oh my
Man.
god. But not like shout out if anybody has any Pokemon cards they want to get rid of.
Or comic books.
Don't listen
Bring
to
'em.
any of the prices he said. He's wrong. You can sell them to me for $50. All of your cards.
I was asking
now.
for free, but I know there's some
See,
people
look,
that grew up
I'm
with.
trying to pay you.
If they were feeling generous Now, if they said, hey, I'm trying to get compensated for this, I would consider it and I would listen to it.
No.
But I've spent so much fucking money right now that I need to watch it a little bit. Okay, you're taking advantage of the dollar bill right now. Come on.
You do
come on,
need
come on,
to
come on,
chill.
come on.
You need to chill a little bit. It's all good, though.
I've actually not spent as much as I thought I was going to spend. Like when I went to that comic
Need to hit
that
flea
that
markets
deck
up,
store.
man.
I know.
Hit where?
Flea markets.
Flea markets and garage sales.
I hit pawn shops. Didn't find a single thing at any of the pawn shops.
They'll probably uptick the price, too. I wouldn't even...
Well, I was trying to walk in and see if I could catch somebody slipping because I also saw when I was doing some research that some of the pawn shops didn't realize what they had because it had been sitting around for so long. So they had these old Pokemon cards that people came in and paid $5 for that are worth like $500 for a pack. Okay, I'm over-exaggerating.
He's not, though.
But some of them, like the packs, you can't buy anything. One single pack with 10 cards in it, you cannot buy for less than $100. One pack.
Okay,
Like
but you can't buy the pack for less than 100, but that's like unopened, right?
Unopened, yes, obviously.
So, but is the contents of the pack, could they be less than $100?
They could be,
Yes.
or they could be thousands
So-
of dollars. It's gambling.
But so essentially, you're taking a big risk on opening that because you're like, I have a guaranteed $100.
Yes.
But I could lose $75 because I opened this and
Yes.
they're only worth $2,
Yes.
$3, or $4 a piece.
So, like this new box that I bought, it's Vivid Voltage. I don't know what, I haven't really dug into it yet, but I haven't seen from what little I've done what cards are going to be worth it and what cards are not going to be worth it.
The
So-
Pikachu VMAX. I looked it up today.
Okay. So that's going to be one of the secret rare cards. But me buying that, I was like, with how things are going right now, I don't even know if I'm going to open that. I might sit on it and then resell it. So I paid $100 for the box. I'm probably going to try and resell that if it does for like $300 and not even open it. Just depending on how valuable they rate these cards. I'm going to wait for people to open it up and then make the decision.
And that box comes with 36 packs of 11 cards per pack. So you're getting over 360 cards.
Speaking of return on investment, Venomized Magneto was like $15.
Already?
No, he's now worth like 80
Holy
already.
shit.
Already.
Wow, I should
Damn.
have stepped up and got that one. What about the ones that came in that box we got?
They're
Have you even
like
checked?
20.
Oh,
20
okay.
each? Still,
I've got-
that's more
I
than
gotta
what you paid for
piss.
the box.
They'll go up.
I've got to piss. I've got to piss really bad.
Well,
So unless you guys got a follow up, what you got?
I was just going to say, collect because you like it.
Enjoy it. Yes,
True.
absolutely.
Also, if you enjoy at the same time flipping, reselling, making money, I'm not going to hate on you. I will only hate on you as a collector if you buy multiple of the same thing in a limited series, not with the intention to collect, but to resell.
I mean, that's essentially what I'm doing. I don't intend to collect anything that
No,
I've got. I
but
want to
mean,
sell
like,
them.
For example, I missed out on the actual main Funko Pop I really wanted because some guy in line in front of me decided to buy 4 of them.
Mm-hmm.
And then someone after him bought 3. And then it's like, you don't need... I don't have multiples of any of my Funko Pops except for 2. And that's because I was gifted them on a different occasion and someone didn't know what I had.
I get your point of it. Your collector's side of it. Yes, I 100% agree with that. But
I know,
the
capitalist
free
market,
the free
blah, blah,
market
blah.
system and everything like that, it makes sense
How does
to
that
do
make
what
you
they
feel
did.
about the PS4 and Xbox, though?
I
That's
don't get
what
upset about it.
happened.
I get upset that I didn't take advantage of it.
True.
But I don't get upset that it happened.
That's true. Which,
I mean, I can be
less
upset,
than 2
but
weeks,
I understand.
I know.
they come out.
I don't know if I'm going to buy one.
I don't
now,
think
'cause
I'm
I've
gonna.
spent
I
so
don't
much
imagine
money.
I'll
I
be
don't
able
think I'm
to
going to buy
get
one.
one.
We'll see. I don't
think I'm gonna
know.
be able to get in like line, and I don't know if I'm gonna do all that. Might hope for Christmas, or
Right. They'll probably be
Alright.
restocked by
they'll definitely be
by
restocked
Christmas.
for Christmas.
Yeah. All right, y'all. It's been fun. Tell us about your haunted experiences, your Halloween experiences.
And if you got any Pokemon cards.
Favorite scary horror movies.
Yeah, let us know.
And Pokemon cards.
Even if
Trust us.
it's something like,
I have a
you
problem.
know, The Truman Show. That could scare some people.
That is a scary concept, by the way.
It's a very scary concept. Or, you know, Happy Feet. If Happy Feet scares you, let us know why in the comment section. If a dancing penguin scares you,
You fucking idiot.
Let us
I
know.
love it.
I want to know.
All right, take it away.
All right, y'all. Have a good one. Give us some ideas for future. If anything you want us to talk about, let us know in the comments as well. We'd be happy to touch on it. We'll give you a shout out. We'll talk about it. Give our spin on it. We are the Unwise Guys, so we got a few different spins. But whatever. Let us know. Don't sell Sawyer your Pokemon cards. Sell them to me.
Hater.
Yeah, this is Austin.
Oi.
This is Sawyer.
Oi.
And I'm Emerson. I'm not going to do that.
Grr, matey.
He be having scurvy. And the gangrene
Oh
of
my
the
God.
brain.
Goodbye.
Peace out.
Oh.